Jaws is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it was released in 1975, and it's amazing. We all know that, guys. There is no surprise. It's a masterpiece. The first blockbuster in cinema, the first to reach over $1 million. If you guys don't know the theme, or if you think about it, this theme represents of a film. If you know what that sort of theme represents too, listen. You'll know it's Jaws, for goodness sake. Even if you've not seen Jaws, that's what I was really meant to say anyway, but even if you've never seen Jaws, you'll know that theme represents that, which is Jaws. And yes, Jaws, like I said, is directed by Spielberg. My favourite Spielberg film of all time. It's a classic. I love it. It's the one that spoke to me the most. I love this movie to death. And it stars Roy Scheider as Martin Brody, and also stars Robert Shaw as Quint. And then you have Richard Dreyfuss, if that's his name, I've pronounced it right. I'm pretty sure I did. Who plays Matt Hopper. Guys, you basically know the plot of this movie. You all know what the plot is, basically. Guys, just to take this off and so you guys can know. Wait a minute. Woo! I'm sorry, that was terrible, but yes, I don't really care, guys. I'm still gonna get used to this. Video editing disappearment. I'm used to what I'm used to anyway. But yes, I had to wear this shirt. I watched it yesterday to get prepared for this review. And happy Halloween, guys. And yeah, I had to wear this t-shirt for that review, for goodness sake. I'm a big Jaws fan. Alright, so this film basically starts off with a very nice opening credit with the iconic Jaws thing by John Williams, who is a genius. He's probably the first one, as best known for score his best one, one of his first best scores is Jaws, and boy, that theme is just iconic. Yes, this is definitely a C horror film they've done right. And basically what happens at the start, it's nighttime, and basically what happens is this girl goes out to see, then you see her getting killed by the shark, then the other guy who they're out sort of a date, and then he's still sleeping, that looking if he doesn't know if the girl's drowning from the shark. Yes, that scene's iconic, really. It truly is. And yeah, guys, this isn't just a thriller, but there is drama and heartness in there. Especially to the scene, which we're going to mention now. There's the next kill scene, shark kill, is when everybody is on the beach, and this boy is going out to sea on this yellow boat, small playboat. And what I love about Jaws is the camera angles in the water, which are amazing. They're all iconic, leading up to leading up to a character that is getting killed, which is insane. I love that. That's one of the best things of Jaws, on possibly one of my favorite movies of all time. Might possibly my favorite of all time, but who knows? The Spies from The Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars, but yeah. And then we see that boy getting killed, which is great stuff right there, especially for a shark film. Yeah, you see sort of the fin and the two flaps on the shark, and then you see all the blood coming out, and then the boy's coming down, and then Roy Scheider, Brody, is like, everyone out. And then this mum is trying to looking at the kid, and then later on they realise is that the mum with the black, if you know what I mean, the mum is actually that child that got killed by the shark. And guys, a lot of you are probably thinking, how's Jaws even a horror movie? It's only a shark. Well, here's the thing, guys. There's this is a spoiler review, guys. I forget to mention it sometimes. What am I like? Anyways, this movie is a classic. I'm sure you all know that anyway. Do not watch this if you've not seen it, because most classic reviews do contain spoilers. But anyways, you should all know that anyway. But most people have seen it. But anyways, there's a scene where Matt Hoffa's character, Richard Dreyfuss. Sorry if I butchered that incorrectly, but anyways, there's a scene where he's diving under the water, and then he's looking through the boat, and then all of a sudden you see a scary face pop out. It goes like, if you don't know what I mean, I'll explain it. Basically, Matt Hoffa dives under the water, the boat. There's a broken hole there, and then the scary face comes out. That is horror stuff right there. Now, even though I barely get scared now often these days, because now I'm a lot older, it is still thrilling stuff, because this is a horror thriller movie. Of course a shark movie would be a thriller anyway. But yeah. Yeah, there's not really much else to say, really, apart from just the scenes and everything are just great. And then later on in the film, all the characters go out. Martin, Brody, Quint, and Matt Hoffa are all on the boat. And then there's this great scene where they're chunking down some stuff. Then the shark shows up. Go ahead, come and chunk down some of this shit. Yeah, that is great stuff. And then the shark just pops up, and then Roy Scheider is like, yeah, that is great stuff right there. I'm sure you all know what I mean. And the song where Quinn sings, da 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 da, my ladies, da 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 doom. I know I'm kind of doing the doom doom doom, but that's really all I know how it goes, because it's quite hard to get through, but I'm pretty sure you'll get the hang of it if you watch it more often. There's parts of it I remember, but I'm sure you know what I mean anyway. My ladies. Alright, I'll stop. Anyways. Then later the shark comes on the boat, collapses the boat, and then Matt Hoffa dives under the wall. in the cage, the shark tries to go through the cage, which is just insane. Oh yeah, and then the boat then Jaws collapses the boat. You know, the shark that collapses the boat. And then Quint gets killed by Jaws, which is a pretty iconic scene. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. I mean, Quint's death is quite possibly one of the most iconic death scenes in film history, definitely. I mean, I really would go up there. And then Roy Scheider as Brody does it in Cell. But yeah, but yes, then the shark comes through the glass, breaks through, and then Brody throws like sort of a silver fire extinguisher thing, whatever you call it, throws it into the shark. Then later Brody gets the gun, and then that awesome theme, dun 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 dun. Why, you son of a... Then that shark just explodes. Just of awesomeness. Ha 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 ha. Yep, and then you see that iconic shark scene where the shark sinks into the ocean. Why, Jaws the Revenge, did you have to take it? But yes, and then Brody and Hopper get away with it with the end. And then if you're watching, the credits is really good, by the way. I'm sure you'll all seen the credits. Where we Little Shadow, they kind of get onto the sea and then the credits just finish. And that's Jaws, basically. Alright now, while I love Jaws and I think it is a masterpiece and I think it's perfect, there is one little small concern that I had with Jaws, and it's quite possibly the smallest negative I have with a movie, possibly. And that is the scene where, before the boy gets killed on the beach by the shark, Roy Scheider is like looking at it, and then you have his arm. Then all of a sudden you see a watch, and then throughout the film, he's not wearing a watch for some reason. If you guys have spotted that, then good for you, because I spotted that a few times while watching Jaws. But hey, you kind of have to look over that. Because, guys, Jaws is a classic. I love this movie so much. It's my favourite Steven Spielberg. It's one of my favourite horror films. And it absolutely gets a 10 out of 10. Quite possibly my favourite movie of all time, but who knows? Not counting Star Wars, but God, I love this movie so much. It always spoke to me. Alrighty guys, that was my next horror movie review done. I forgot to mention this, I did the original Halloween, 1978, in 2016, and then The Shining, which I reviewed last year in 2017 for the similar release on Replex, which I went to see, and it was a good experience. But guys, that's my review on Jaws. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of Jaws. And comment down below, let me know, have you seen the sequels? Because I have. But yeah, that's maybe a thoughts video for some other time. But as always, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. All my social media links are in the description below. Don't forget to click the notification bell before you leave. More videos are coming hopefully soon. I hope to do another horror review next year. And as always, guys, until my next video, I will see you guys next time, and peace. Dun 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 dun. Happy Halloween.